Hey guys, Buck here with BTM Scale Modeling, and welcome to the final video for the AMT 11400 USS Enterprise molded in clear plastic. Guys, what a heck of a 6 months. Normally guys, I work on many different projects. I always have 2 or 3, and this time I didn't. I solely focused on building the Enterprise, and wow, what a journey. I want to thank you guys for being on this journey with me. It was great. A lot of frustration, a lot of angst, a lot of cussing, which we edited out because children do watch these videos. Some takeaways when doing this kit. Excuse me guys, I want to get her a little more in. TK, I'm going to take your advice, and the next time I build this ship, I am going to definitely primer white. To help give that reflectivity into the ship. I think that's an awesome idea. I am going to use SMDs next time I do marker lights. I still will go with the 1.5 millimeter LED bulbs for the bigger marker lights and the flashers. But for on the aft section, I am going to use SMDs. I think it's just gonna be a lot easier to work with. I still can't get my marker lights. I got one that's working fine and the other's barely showing, and you know, it's a pain. You know, sometimes that happens. Again, this was the first build on this kit, and we learn something new every time. And with that, I want to send out a big thank you to the team at Sci-Fi Fantasy. Thank you guys for subscribing and following me. Thank you for your words of advice. Thank you for your encouragement. I am looking forward to seeing many more builds on our community. Kenny, thank you. Putting the site together, allowing me to post, allowing me to run Sci-Fi Fantasy at the beginning of my video. Brother, you are truly amazing, and I appreciate everything you do. If you don't know it, you are a pillar in our community. Scratch and Jack at Amazing Scale Modelers, man, thank you. You got a great site, and I appreciate you also letting me run Amazing Scale Modelers at the beginning of my videos, and just all the encouragement, what you do for the community, bringing people together. I want to thank Boyd over at the model shop. I don't know if you ever get to watch my videos, or if you haven't, or if you have, thank you. If not, but I want to thank you because it was your build of this kit that inspired me to do it. I got it, and it was kind of like, what the heck am I going to do? Asked a bunch of questions, asked around, and then I watched your videos on what you did. Great technique, sir. I hope to be up in your build status someday. Up there, man. You do some amazing work, and that's a goal I'm shooting for, is to be as great of a builder as you are. And guys, don't forget to go visit Ralph at Tenant Controls. If you're building starships and you want to take them to that next level, check out his computer boards. I mean, you'll see it all in its infamous glory at the end of this video. The marker lights, how well everything works. I can't say enough about your product, Ralph, and you have a lifelong buyer. I look forward to seeing what you do next. So one last thank you. I want to thank you to Gearhead, who follows me on YouTube. Buddy, thank you for the lighting advice. I definitely can see the difference now with the ship all together. The 9 volts versus the 12 volts. Thank you for cluing me into that. It's really appreciated, and most of my kits will now go 9 volt. Guys, so what's next for me? Well, we know we got the Voyager to do. We got the Enterprise E, we got the Y-Wing, and we've got the Enterprise original TOS Enterprise Cutaway to do. I don't know when I'm going to jump on the Voyager yet, or another ship. Kind of brain fried on the starships right now, but that might last a couple hours, and who knows, I'll start the next one. I do have the Y-Wing to build for the Sci-Fi Fantasy Secret Santa. I know it's end of March, but you know, we got to have them done before Christmas. So as you see, it took me 6 months to do this one, and I have plans for the Y-wing. So I might get started on that. Guys, I just can't say thank you enough. You know, I started shooting videos with this build, and I think it's a great tool, and I hope you guys have enjoyed them as much as I've had making them and the learning process of going through it. So without further ado, and let's back up 1 second. Guys, again, reach out, go visit Sci-Fi Annecy at sci-fi-annecy.com. Check out Amazing Scale Modelers on Google+, on Facebook. Check out Ralph at tenantcontrols.com. Check out Boyd's site, The Model Shop, also on Facebook, Google+. Guys, if you have questions about builds, if you have questions about your build, if you're stuck, reach out to the community. We are always willing to help with suggestions, ideas, different avenues to explore. Do not put your kit aside. Do not burn out on it or get so frustrated that you put it in a box and forget about it. I'm very big. There's several times I've thought about doing that with this one, but I knew I needed a finisher. So, any questions for me, please leave them in the comment. I will try to answer in a timely fashion. Any advice, any critiques, I look forward to all. So without further ado, guys, let's get to the bench. Hey guys, well, it's Tuesday and getting some work done. I had a happy happenstance at work. My associate wanted her birthday off, so I got to go in, and instead of closing, I got to open, and it allowed me to do some more work. So as you can see, guys, got the neck on. I've done the touch-up painting, got all the final decals on. I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit and redo this, see if we can't see what's going on here. So got all the secondary decals on, the kit decals, and looks really good. I've done all the touch-up painting with the lighting. Still got the weathering to do, still got some other things to do, but it looks really, really good. I'm going to take it off the base, show you the underside here, guys. So like I said, everything's done. Now, one little thing I'll tell you, and I screwed this up. I thought I centered this when I drilled this, and I ended up not, so it's a little off center. So I did some decal modification with the insignia, the Starfleet run there. Other than that, I'm really happy. It's just a little off center with my power jack, and you know, is what it is. I'll have to live with it, can't change it, but I'm really happy with how the secondary hull turned out. It looks really good. So like I said, I've done the touch-up painting, I've gotten all the bubbles out, and I've already glossed it again. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start weathering this part. So like I said, we're getting ever closer to getting this done, and the next stage after I get the weathering done is to get the nacelles on and the saucer section. Now, like with putting on the round 2 Aztec decals, you want to do your weathering in sections too. The reason I didn't weather the neck to begin with is I want to try to get a very even coat over with my weathering for this entire part. So it all looks uniform and even, which you guys can understand. One thing I will tell you, in previous videos I talked about putting the neck on before I did the decals, and as you can see, I went ahead and decaled everything before I added the neck. So two things I learned from this. One, you're going to have to find out what you want to do, because with this there's a lot of work in the neck to do after you join it. there's a lot of light leaks you have to take care of in the seam. I didn't putty up this seam. It looked really natural. I did some reviews of the show, and I really liked how this looked. It just added to the ship. I might be wrong, and you guys can definitely tell me if I'm wrong. I can take that. Next time I build this kit, though, I will be getting rid of this seam line in here. I don't know. It's kind of hit or miss. I like it, and then I don't. Like I said, it's your kit. Do what you like. But the one thing I will say is, guys, if you're building this kit and you're doing extensive lighting like I'm doing, yeah, take it for a grain of salt is what this is. However you want to do it. Looking at it now, I can definitely put the decals in and not have much trouble with the neck part. But, you know, that's something I learned here. So, next time I build this kit, I'm definitely going to go ahead and get everything wired in, taken care of with the neck, and then take care of all the seam work, and then go back through and do all the decaling and light blocking with that. Because said the next time I build this, I want to do the torpedo launchers on bow and aft. I want to get the tenant control phaser banks for the upper saucer. The whole thing. I want to do it again. So take it as it is. You can either go ahead and do like I did this first time and Aztec it without the neck, or put the neck on and then decal it. Now the only problem you might have an issue with, which now that like I said I look at it, won't be, is right in here. This part of the neck, and then right here as it makes its turn up. That might cause a little bit of an issue, but I think you'll be fine. Let me know, please, if you guys are building this kit and using the round 2 decals and you put the neck on before you did the Aztecing. Let me know how that turned out for you. I'd really be interested. So next part we're going to do is we're going to strike my last. We're going to start the weathering process, and we're going to go again through with the panel line accent, and then let that dry, wipe down the excess, and then do the Starship filth. Then we're going to get these nacelles wired on, get them added to the kit, get them tested, and then the final piece is getting the saucer section. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the light off, and I want you guys to see how well this looks with it lit up right now. So just to show you, there's this light leak right here, and like I said before, guys, I'm not worried about that because the saucer section will take care of that, so I'm not that worried. But I'm going to slowly turn so you guys can see. Okay, deflector dish came out really well. Looks really good. I'm very happy with that. I'm going to turn here. I'm overall with this kit, it just still amazes me. Like I said, I complain because it's all in clear plastic, but I'm learning techniques for the next time. And then I'm hoping, there you go, guys. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, wrong way. Let me adjust the camera. Sorry, guys. Be patient with me. Excuse me. And just show you how that came out. Turn it the other way. Like I said, I'm very happy with how this is coming out so far. There's a lot of lessons I've learned on this first iteration of building the Enterprise D. But good lessons learned, lots of takeaways. So next time we come, next video part to this this build video 13 is hopefully we will get the nacelles, get all the weathering done, get the nacelles on, and finish up with with the coup de grace, finish up with getting the saucer section. And I'm really happy with the base. So guys, I'm gonna do a little more work tonight and we'll get back at it. I'll see you soon. Okay guys, it's Thursday. Getting a little more work done. Like I said, been fighting a stomach bug, which is kind of making it hard to go train. So just taking it easy this week. Get back at it hard here in the next day or two. But like I said, I'm continuing work on getting the last bits done on the D, and wanted to show you guys I'm starting to get the nacelles mounted. So one thing I ran into, and I want you guys to maybe think about when you do this, because I'm not putting shrink tube on, I'm using this liquid electric tape, which is working really well. Tested everything, it's still working great. One of the things I didn't do when I did the nacelle is I didn't make the opening wide enough, so I had to go back in and cut that out. So there's that. And then on the pylon, if you can tell, I've ground it down a little bit. What I'm finding out is, because I don't want to jar any of the wiring loose, because I've got all this sealed up, done, don't want to even think about having to mess with that again. I just ground it down to help it fit better, and I'll show you that when we get to that stage of showing you how she's looking. So like I said, all the weathering's done, all that's done. I'm just working on the nacelles now. So guys, I think we're getting ever closer. I'll come back when I get the nacelles all the way secured and show you what she looks like. Alright guys, see you in a little bit. Hey guys, well, it's Friday, and as you can see, she's coming together. Nacelles are on, done. Doing up some final touch-ups that I needed to do with the fitting. Couple of things that I will do next time I build this, talking about the nacelles, is while I like this ribbon wire coming in, there's a couple of techniques I want to try that I've seen on other videos, is the metallic tape. Thinking about doing that next time. The problem I ran into, no matter how small the wire was, or even all that, even after cutting out a little bit bigger holes to fit into, it still had a problem fitting. So there's other things. One, you can just run the wire all the way through and not even worry about the ribbon, and it'll make it a little easier to fit. Or like I said, I'm going to try that tape method next time. But just going to show you real quick guys. Let me turn the light off so you get that flood effect out. So there she is, warp nacelles and all. Still got some work. Like I said, I'm going to finish up some touch-up painting, but let's see if I can get it there for you. Wanted to show you that, guys. I'm very happy with how it looks, how it turned out. The lighting's great. Couple issues on my marker lights, but as hard as I try to get everything done, sometimes crap happens. So sorry, I want to show you that, guys. Give you a shot of the underneath. Well, I'll give you a shot of the underneath when I get it all set. So the next part is, like I said, I got some touch-up paint to do because I had to apply a little putty work for the fit. Got a little too aggressive in my grinding. As you can see right there, not bad. Didn't really mess with the decal, so I'm just going to touch up that paint there and on the inside. Other than that, secondary hull is done. Let you guys get a good look. The other thing I did do is I went in and dry brushed some copper onto the nacelle chillers, just to give it that little effect when it's shut down. Other than that, guys, I'm very happy. So I'm going to keep working at it, and I'll come back when I have more to show you. Alright, see you soon. Just to show you guys real quick what we're dealing with today. I don't know how well you can tell, but we have another storm here. Yay us. You know, we just started thawing out, getting all the ice and old snow gone, and then look what happens. So, yeah, well, what can you do? I know what, we're going to keep building. Okay guys, welcome back. Just wanted to give you a quick hash on what's going on. Saucer section's attached, so stay tuned. Okay guys, welcome back. Here's what we've been waiting for 6 months. It's hard to believe. Started this in November and now she is done. Guys, here's my AMT 1400 USS Enterprise D in clear plastic. Some takeaways real quick. I didn't compensate for my post, my display post. I should have brought it a little further forward than I did to compensate for the weight of the saucer. That was a big mistake on my part. But I did do a quick little fix. As you can see, there is a cable, and all I did was just drilled a little hole in the back where nothing, really matters. And I just pulled it tight and secured it that way. Guys, normally I'm pretty good about knowing my weight distribution, and again, it's a lesson learned. Sometimes crap happens, and I didn't think about it because I kept the saucer off for so long. I really didn't want to keep screwing with wires and maybe just busting the electrical, and that was bad on my part. I still don't, it doesn't take away from the elegance of the build. She's very cool. Guys, I want to tell everyone that has subscribed in the last 6 months to my channel, thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. And I'm going to keep building it. Like I said, I love this hobby. I love our community. I love everybody that has sent me words of encouragement, everybody that's given me advice. It's a great community we belong to. I want to thank Kenny over at Sci-Fi Annecy for, inviting me to join his community and that great group of guys over there. I want to thank Scratch and Jack at Amazing Scale Modelers. Again, both of these communities are great. I don't know if Boyd's ever watched any of my videos, and he's an outstanding model builder, and I hope to one day be up in his class range. I want to thank him because he showed me the best way to go about work on lighting this kit. And like I said, that's the great thing about our community, is there's so many out there that if one of us don't have an answer, somebody does. And if you can't find it, just ask. We are always more than willing to help out. I want to thank Ralph at Tenna Controls. He amazing work with these boards, and I cannot wait to see when I get the Voyager going how your boards are going to help enhance that build. So guys, I'm going to pause real quick. I am going to turn on the lighting so you guys can see, and I'm going to quit talking. So again, from BTM Scale Models, I am Buck, and this is the Enterprise D.